So for a while now, a lot of headphone YouTubers and a lot of YouTubers in general like to throw out this word budget. It seems like that's the kind of landscape we're living in right now, is that every headphone is a budget headphone. If it's not Apple headphones, if it's not Samsung, if it's not Bose, JBL, or even some of your premium audio companies if they're not even in that caliber. But, you know, I don't like to use that word because sometimes for even a budget price, you might be able to get some really good headphones for that price point that don't even feel budget. And I think the MeloBuds Pro are in that category, but I don't think we need to call them budget. They're premium-like. So the QCY MeloBuds Pro. These are a brand new pair of headphones that have been around on the market for just a little while, under maybe a couple months, and they've been making some waves. A lot of people are talking about them, and I actually can see what the hype is all about, because after using these things on a daily, it makes me question, what are these audio brands really doing when they make these quote budget headphones? Because this just might be, despite its price tag, despite everything about what this is offering, for the price, I am really thinking that this makes you wonder, do audio companies really throttle because of price, or is it just because they think we're stupid? Because these headphones offer some amazing value for under 50 bucks, but also give you a premium-like experience. Let's talk about it. So the first thing I want to talk about is the presentation. The earbuds themselves are very reminiscent of AirPods. Let's be real here. Let's call a spade a spade. That in-ear design is everywhere. I'm not a big fan of it, but I have to accept that that is the design that everybody's going for. But this one actually takes that design and does something actually that I really enjoy. Instead of a glossy finish, it has a matte finish, which actually fits in my ears so much better, and it actually gives less slippage. I find that the matte finish gives it a better feel to the earbuds too. They do have a nice heft to them. They're not too heavy, but they're not too light either. The charging case is also a very good charging case. It's minimal. It flips open and close. At the bottom, you have your USB-C, and also it has a pair button. On top of that, the earbuds are packing a nice dynamic driver to help produce your frequencies. We'll get to the sound quality in just a moment. But the real thing is really what's inside of these earbuds. The battery life is exceptional. So for battery life, you are getting about 7.5 hours. And if you use it with the charging case, you get 34 hours total. It also offers a few features which I want to save before we talk about that. But on top of that, it also offers 6 microphones with AI enhancement. So 3 microphones on each earbud. And then lastly, it also offers, for your convenience, Bluetooth 5.3. And that Bluetooth 5.3 helps to deliver multi-point Bluetooth. So if you have an Apple device or an Android device, it will play fairly and switch back and forth. So overall, when it comes to the tech specs and the design, these things are off the bat very solid. Now let's get to the real topic, the sound quality and then the app, because those are two things I want to focus on. So starting with the sound quality, I'm probably going to lose my monetization for this video because in honor of Deadpool and Wolverine and the sound test, I had to do this. So the sound signature is a little bit on the bass side, but it's also not too emphasized. It does sound very well. As a matter of fact, my favorite EQ is the heavy bass because it helps to make the vocals pop, but also making the bass even better without oversaturating. Now, there are moments where it does have a few leakages in the mids, but all in all, when it comes to an everyday listening experience, it does a very good job. And the EQ presets in the app, which we'll get to in just a moment, also help to make it stand out. It also offers spatial audio, which is a setting that helps to enhance the 3D audio effect. But again, it is very, very nice to see that for a headphone of this caliber offering something like that, when we see $100 pair of headphones offer this, and it sounds very watered down. But that's not the only thing that it's hiding. The other thing that this thing has that most people probably don't even know, it offers LDAC support for Android users. So if you use LDAC with these headphones and you're an Android user, not only is that sound quality going to be even better, but it also actually feels much more blended and even more smoother than compared to something like an iPhone. Now that's not to say that these won't play nicely with iPhone, but that LDAC support goes a huge way. And again, remember that, under 50 bucks LDAC support. LDAC support for such a cheap price? I wonder why we haven't seen that. Soundcore? But anyway, moving past that, let's talk about the app support. The app support is really the standout. Now, I will admit, I do think that the app support is good, but it can be better in terms of design. I think that the app could use a little bit of a facelift, give it a little bit more of some tweaking to help minimize some things. But to be honest with you, this thing has a full layout of support in the app. Not only does it have firmware updates, which it actually just got its firmware update during the recording of this video, but also it has Find My Earbuds. It has customizable controls. You can customize the active noise canceling, which we'll talk about in just a moment. You could also customize the transparency. You could also turn it off. You could change the EQ, custom EQs. You could customize, again, you could do so much with this. You have game mode, LDAC. You have the spatial audio, which again, it does have to be manually turned off for LDAC, so you can't use both of them. But again, you choose one over the other. You get your premium. And then the last thing is that the app support also is very smooth. It does offer a nice segue. I would honestly say that the app support is key when it comes to headphones nowadays, and this one delivers an above level experience for a product like this. Now, going back to the active noise canceling and transparency, that is where we do get our first positive and negative combo. The biggest positive is that the noise canceling is above average. It actually did a fairly impressive job, and it is an adaptive noise canceling. So it helps to adapt and secure that your environment is blocked out to the best that it can. The transparency is the huge positive. These have, for what I think, the best transparency on a cheap entry-level headphone that does not only a phenomenal job of opening up, but it doesn't offer any of that annoying hissing noise or feel like a robotic static noise when everything is talking to you. But with that being said, that does segue to our negative. I do wish that the microphones were a little bit more optimized for transparency and even for the microphone quality, which you're gonna hear in just a moment. I wish that the microphones were tweaked a little bit to help offer some more improvement to picking up noise and reducing noise, because sometimes in the active noise canceling, it can leak a little bit, so you can still hear some high frequency noises slip through your ear. But all in all, it is a very impressive package, and the app only helps to make it even better.
This is a microphone sample of the QCY MeloBuds Pro. This is what they sound like in a normal environment. This is what they sound like in windy environment. Let me know your thoughts down below. Do you notice any difference at all? And let me know, what do you think of the microphone quality for the QCY MeloBuds Pro?
So all in all, what do I think of these headphones? Well, listen guys, I want to tell you something. This headphone review was brought to you by QCY. They were responsible for making this video happen, and normally when I say things late into this video, you're probably going to say, oh, I just lost my street cred. Well, listen, they have no say on this video. They have no affiliation. They do not control my opinion. They don't control the outcome of this review. They don't control anything. They're seeing this video the same time you're seeing it. So just remember that. I want to be honest with you guys. I have reviewed a lot of entry-level headphones. I reviewed a ton from Soundcore, from Bose, JBL, OnePlus Buds even if you want to go there. I have never seen such a complete package for a $50 pair of headphones like these. Not only is the fit very well, the sound quality is okay, but also can be good with tweaked. It offers full control, full customization. It offers multi-point connection, active noise canceling and transparency, which is above average than your normal $50 pair of headphones. On top of that, it offers LDAC support, spatial audio support, Find My Earbuds support, EQ support, firmware supports. The list goes on and on and on of positives that if I'm really struggling here, the only negative that I was able to find when using all of these earbuds on both Android and iPhone is just the microphone quality could be optimized a little bit better for the transparency, for phone calls, and even for the active noise canceling. I can't find anything else to complain about. I actually am starting to question earbud manufacturers when they make budget pairs. It's making me question Soundcore and other companies. Why are they pulling back when a company like this can produce at the highest level of features and quality and still maintain a very competitive price point that it makes you wonder, what are they doing wrong and they're doing right? Because these earbuds are phenomenal. I would sit here and say, but you might be able to find better. Here's the thing, for this kind of package and for it being available worldwide, listen, I know Europe and other areas have their own little segues. Here, you're not gonna find anything close to this, especially when it comes to value, when it comes to features, when it comes to perks. Now, normally I'm a sound quality guy. I care about the sound quality, but I'm willing to forego that for the fact that you're getting a complete package and the sound quality doesn't take a full backseat. Yeah, it could be a lot better, but when you use LDAC, and if you're an Android user, it feels even better. And if you're using it on iPhone and you turn on spatial audio, I don't know what else to say. All I can really say, guys, is that you're not losing sleep, you're not losing money, you're not losing anything if you pick these up. For the price that they're coming in at, you might want to consider it, because to be honest with you, the QCY MeloBuds Pro are not only a pair of headphones I'd recommend to anyone, but the QCY, you are literally on the verge of making some high quality products at such a competitive price range. I'm very curious to see what you guys do with multi-driver headphones. That would be awesome. So, we'll see what the future holds for QCY, but all I can say is, not bad. Impressive.